Well, hello everyone. My name is Jayraj and welcome to Spring Boot tutorial series by GR Academy. Thanks for joining again. So this is tutorial 3, creating Spring Boot project, and in this tutorial we're going to look into some of the ways to create Spring Boot projects. So let's get started. So there are three different ways to create a Spring Boot project, and first option for us is to use a Spring CLI. So this is command line tool, and with this approach we fire some command which will run Groovy scripts, and it will create project for us. Second option for us is to use Eclipse or STS IDE, and in this option we create Maven project, and we add all the dependencies manually, and it will create project for us. And next option for us is to use a Spring Initializer. So this is very important for us because this is very simple and quickest way to create a Spring Boot project, and we're gonna use this way very often in this tutorial series. So let's see all three and how we can create a project with it. First option to create Spring Boot project is to use Spring CLI, and for that just go to your browser and search for Spring CLI, and it will take you to the official documentation link. Open that link, and you will see there are a lot of information about how to install, how to use CLI. So first of all, just install it. So click here on getting started.html link, and as you can see here, we are in chapter 3 to install CLI, and there are a couple of ways to install that CLI tool, such as manual installation, or you can use SDK or Homebrew. So I prefer to go with manual installation. So click here and download the package. Once your download is finished, just go to your download location and unzip that folder. So once you unzip, you will see folders such as like this. Now open that folder, and you can see we have bin folder here, and inside that bin folder we have windows.batch file. Now to use a Spring CLI tool, we need to set a path to this location. Okay, so to set the path, just open your command prompt and fire a command such as set path equal, and here you need to give the location. So just go here, copy the location and paste it here. Now our path is set perfectly. Now to just verify our path is set or not, just fire a command such as spring hyphen hyphen help or spring hyphen hyphen version. Now you can see we have Spring CLI version 2.2.0 release is already here. Now if you want to know more about this command, just you can fire a command such as spring hyphen hyphen help, and you can see the list of all the commands that you can use to use this tool, such as run we're gonna use, and we have jar var to create jar or var file, and there are the tools. So we are ready to create a Spring Boot project. Now what I'm gonna do is I will go to the desktop and I will create one folder over there. So I'm in desktop right now, and I will create folders such as mkdir. It's a make directory command for Windows, and I'm creating test folder. Now we created that folder, and just go inside that folder. So test cd test, and we are in that folder. And here you need to create file such as app.groovy. So this is basically a groovy script file, and we gonna use this. Oh, I made a mistake. So for that, command is dir, and then this greater than symbol, and then app.groovy. Now if you go to that location, that folder, and you can see we have test folder on desktop, and if you open that, we have app.groovy file here. So open this file in any not in any text editor. So I'm going to open that in Notepad++. So you can see there are some information here, so we don't need this information, so delete that. Now we're going to write some groovy scripts here. So just hold on, I will finish that code and come back. Now we finish our coding. If you don't understand anything, you don't need to worry about this all this text that we just wrote, or all the command that we wrote here, because we will look into this in future. So just save this file and close this window. And now open your command prompt again. So just make sure you don't close this window because we set our path temporary, and if you close this window you need to set your path again. So uh, just don't open, just don't close that command prompt window. So now we have app.groovy file in our folder, and we wrote some code in it. Now we are ready to run it. So we have commands such as spring and then run and fire, write a file name. So if you enter, you can see some process is going on here. So I'm going to maximize this, and you can see some resolving dependencies is going on. So what is happening basically is it's going to download some dependencies in it, and now see our Spring Boot is running, and slowly it will start everything. So if you see here, we have Tomcat initiated with port number 8080. So for Spring Boot, we have Tomcat inbuilt, and it will start automatic on port 8080. This is default port for Spring Boot, and if you want, you can change it. But for right now, we're not gonna change. So this is showing our application is started in 15.002 seconds, and JVM is running. So we are ready to go. Now we need to check this application is running or not. So just open your browser, and this application is running on your local. So for now, localhost colon 8080. And if you fire this command, so if you see here, we got our response back hello colon everyone that we wrote in the script. So this is how we can create Spring Boot project with Groovy scripts. This was the first option, and I'm gonna close this. And once you close it, it will shut down the server. So if you close it and if you refresh this, it's not gonna respond back. See, this site can be reached. So I close that terminal, and it is turn off the server. So now let's, if you want to start, if you want to create our project with the second approach, the second option we have to create Spring Boot project is to use with Eclipse and creating Maven project. So what is Maven project? We will discuss that later because that's a huge topic, and there are there are so many things for configuration, and there are so many things in Maven. So don't worry about that for now. But we will create a Spring Boot project with Maven. So just open your Eclipse IDE, and if I go here in File, and I will go with New, and here New we have options such as Maven project, and just click on that. So it will ask you all the details. Just go with a simple project. We don't need any archaea type selection and stuff for now, and go next. And here you need to give artifact ID, group ID, version, name and stuff. So I'm gonna give them like a demo and a test, and a name I'll give test 1, and then I'll create finish. So it will download all the some of the things here, and you can see it create this project, and there is a folder structure for that. So in next tutorial, next upcoming tutorial, we will discuss all the structure, how Spring Boot project is actually arranged, because there is a meaning of the structure of that project. So just don't worry for now, and go here at the POM.xml. So every time you create project with Maven, you will have this POM file, and you need to write here whatever you need. So for us, we need so many things. So what I'm gonna do is I will go online to Spring Boot's official documentation, because it's a lot of things we need. So you can directly go there on your browser and search for like start application with Spring Boot, and I think this link will take you to the, yeah, we have getting started link here of the official website. So if you go here, you can see there are several options for that, and we are creating project with Maven here. So go in that link, and if you see here, we have this whole file. So just copy this file, and go into your project and paste it here. So once you paste and save it, it will start downloading everything here. So this is downloading all the necessary stuff. So if you see our pom.xml file, we have few things here that is important. So this all details we already filled previously, and if you go here inside parent tag, we have Spring Boot framework.boot, and this is starter parent. So what this dependency is going to do is, if you want to find an what is inside that dependency, you can go to Maven repository website and you can see. But this is basically, it will set up then basic environment which for the Maven to recognize this project. And the second, this dependency is it will download all the necessary jar files that we're going to need for web project. This is our Java version and this is a plugin. So we will see all the things step by step in future, but for now just keep in mind that this is our requirement, and without this we cannot create a project. So just save it, and if you have the problem here, means if you have cross mark here, that means something wrong with this file. So this is actually, I don't know why it is happening nowadays, but you can, there is something wrong with this version. But you can do one thing to fix it. You can just go here on Maven and you can update the project. So you need to right click on your project and you have Maven option and you can update the project. So this will rearrange the whole your project, and if there is a problem with your project, then it will fix it for you. So I don't think it's gonna fix like this, but if I reduce this version, it will get fixed. But for now, it's not our problem, so just don't worry about it. And I'm gonna close this. So one thing I want to mention for this is, and Eclipse IDE or any other IDE, basically, it's a huge. And in Eclipse, there are so many features and functions that we're gonna use, and which is very important for us. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna create any specific videos or something like that, but I will keep mentioning each and every shortcuts and each and every feature of this of the Eclipse that we're gonna use in this. So just go here and here. So this is the main main folder for us. So we have test package. Inside this package, we're gonna create a class. So thing is, every project have one starting point from where a Java project start executing, right? So here we're gonna put main function here. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna give a name such as app, and I will create a function. I will create main function inside this. So at the time of creating this class, we have option here named public static void main. You want or not, I can just click it and Eclipse will create from Eclipse will create and this public method for us. So this is one of the Eclipse feature that will help us to like reduce the coding. So just I'll go just finished, and you can see we have everything here. So this is our main class, and our whole project gonna start from here. So first thing we need to do is we need to do go here, and we need to annotate this with Spring Boot app. So I'm gonna do that quickly. So I'm using one shortcut here, and that shortcut is very useful. So every time you want some suggestions or something, or you stuck somewhere that you don't know the full name, you don't know the some spelling of something, then you just go here, type initial and press Ctrl and space, and you can see all the suggestions. So this is very helpful feature of the Eclipse that will reduce our so much pain, because sometimes we have a lot of annotations, a lot of class names and stuff, and we forgot the stuff. So this will help a lot. And here, if you see, you just keep here and it will show you all the details of that if you have that. So we're going to use the Spring Boot application, and it will tell basically to Spring to the JVM that this is the Spring Boot applications initial class. And here I'm going to start with the Spring Boot application, this one, this is the class, and I'm going to start run, and I'll give the path of this main class. So first thing is we are in app class, and I'll give this location this class name, so app.class and argument. So what is happening here, you don't need to worry about it for now, because this is internally we are telling this that this is a Spring Boot and run start with the run folder. And what is this and what this annotation will do, we will see that later. So I'm just going to go and save it. And now here, so now we have created our main class. Now we need to create a controller file. So what I'm going to do is, I'll go here, right click and new, and I'm going to create the class. So this class will be our controller class. So but we cannot create a controller class in the same package. So what I'm going to do is, I will go here and write controller. So this will create a controller package inside test package, and I will give name here, and I'm giving name such as greet controller. and this will be the public class, and I'm not implementing any interfaces here, so I'm not going to do anything here, and we are not going to create a main function here, so we are good. So just click the finish and it will create our class here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare that this is our controller. So this is going to be rest and controller. So again, I'm using the Eclipse shortcut of Control and space, and for Mac users, they have command and space. So you go here and enter. So now this class is controller, and what is that? We will look into that later. So don't worry about it. I will explain everything what is going to happen and why we are using this all annotations. So now next we're going to create a function here. So I'm going to create one request. So request mapping we will use, and here I'm giving value such as value equal, and just give something like this for now. And here we are going to write one public function, and that function will return string, and just give a name such as greet, and this function will return string such as hello from JR Academy, and now we are good. So we create this class and there are no errors, so now we are ready to start this application. So what I'm going to do is there are a couple of ways to start this application. So first one is you can go here in this and you can use this green button. You can go here in run tab and you can do run as, or you can go here in our project and right click, and then we have run as, and you can click the Spring Boot application. So I'm starting the Spring Boot application, and it is starting slowly, and you can see our Tomcat is initialized with port 8080 because 8080 is our default port, and our application is up and running here. So it is showing that. So now to check our application is up and running or not, just go here, and we have localhost colon 8080, and you can hit enter. So and this is showing hello from JR Academy. So this is how we can create application with Maven folder, Maven project. And this one is like something if you want to change, such as from ABC or something, and you stop this application and you restart the server again, and it will restart your application, and now you have your changes reflected here. You can refresh it. You can see our changes are coming here. So this is very basic steps. Now we will see the third option, how we can create this application. So I'm going to close this, and I'm going to delete this thing because we don't need, or I can close this project because we are not using this. So just close this. So now third and very simple way to create Spring Boot project is you can use Spring Initializer. So Spring Initializer is basically a website from Spring. I'm going to close these tabs first, and we are here. So just type Spring Initializer, or you can type start.spring.io. This is their website, and there is beautiful Halloween theme is going on because it's a Halloween, and you can go here and you can create your whole project. So what I'm going to do is I will select Maven, and you can use Gradle or Maven, one of them. So I'm going to use Maven. We are using Java language. So this Kotlin and Groovy is another JVM based languages. So we're gonna use Java here, and I'm using Spring Boot 2.2.0. You just give the name. So I'm gonna give a name such as test, and artifact is demo. We have some other options here if you want, but we're not going to use. So which version, what is the packaging and stuff we have, so just don't worry about it. This is we will cover later. And here we have dependency. So this dependency is what we add in our XML sheet. So in POM.xml file we add some dependencies in our previous demo. So what I'm going to do is we're going to add here simple web Spring Web dependency, and just click, then it will add here. Now you are ready to go. So you fill all the details here and you click generate, and I create, and it will download a demo.zip folder in your download folder. So just go to the download folder and copy that folder and go to the location of your workspace, and I'm here, I'm gonna paste it here, and I'm gonna extract this here. So we have demo folder here. So inside demo folder, if you see, we have source folder, we have Maven and everything. So now I'm gonna import that project here in Eclipse Workplace. So to import, just go here at File, and you can see Open Project from File System. So just click on this, and you need to give the path here. So what I'm gonna do is, we are on desktop, we have Workplace, and we have Demo. So you select the demo and click OK. So now Eclipse already detected that inside this demo folder we have Maven project. So just click Finish, and we are good to go. So what it's gonna do is, it will download all the dependencies here, because if you go and open this POM.xml, you can see all the details that we did fill this manually previously. Now we have automatic here. So this is the power of Spring Boot, and this is the power of using Spring Initializer, because this all the detail Spring Initializer will fill that automatic, so you can save a lot of time and you can focus on your business logic only. So even you go here and you can see they have the first application file also, and you open this, you can see they already fill this at the red Spring Boot application, and they fill this thing also. So now our only task is to create controller. So it is already saved like a lot of time for us. So just go here, and what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna create a controller here. So next, new, and then class. And now, like previous one, I'm gonna create one controller package first, and inside that controller package I'm gonna create one file name, create controller. Now it is like the same as previous one. We are not gonna use this any of these functions, so I'm gonna just do finish. So we have controller class here. Now I need to declare this as a controller, so it's the same way. I'm gonna create at the rest, and I'm using the same shortcut, Eclipse shortcut, that is control space for the suggestions, and it is very easy to use it. So you can see download it already import this dependency also in the class. And now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use request mapping, and I'm going to give path here, value equal. Again, if you don't understand any of this, don't worry, we will look into that in future. So this function will return Spring, and I'm giving name greet, and this will return something like hello, and we are good to go. So this is how we create a controller class, and we are ready to start this application. So what I'm going to do is right click, run as, and Spring Boot app. So you can see we already saved a lot of time by using Initializer, and this application is already up and running. So now to verify, just go to your browser, and if you refresh this, now we have hello here. So if you change something here, such as hello everyone, please join again, and save this, and you can do stop the server, and you can do start the server again, and it is starting, and we have Tomcat initialized, and our application is up and running. So go in your browser and refresh that link, and you can see we have that perfect output here. So this is the power of using Spring Initializer, because it is saving a lot of time for us, and we already have like one standalone application up and running, and this is like in few minutes we are ready to go. So that's all for now in this tutorial, and see you in next one. And till then, like, subscribe, and keep learning. Thank you very much.